Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Easy Going Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. Today, we're talking about something that holds back so many English learners. Something that slows you down every single time you try to speak.
That's right. We're talking about the translation habit. You know, when you think in your native language first, then translate to English in your head?
Yeah, it seems helpful at first, but actually, it's one of the biggest barriers to fluency.
If you've ever felt stuck when trying to speak English, if conversations move too fast for you, or if you always search for the perfect word, this episode is for you.
We're going to help you break the translation habit and start thinking directly in English. This is a game changer, trust me.
So get comfortable, relax, and let's dive into this topic together. This is Easy Going Podcast, where learning English feels natural and effortless.
Let's start with a question. Emma, why is translating in your head such a problem?
Great question. Well, translation takes time. When you translate, you're doing double work. First thinking in one language, then converting to another.
Right. And while you're busy translating, the conversation keeps moving. You miss things. You feel left behind.
Exactly. Plus, not everything translates perfectly. Some words and phrases just don't have direct matches.
Like idioms. If you translate word for word, they make no sense. It rains cats and dogs? That's confusing if you translate it literally.
Yes, so translation actually creates more problems than it solves. The goal is to think directly in English.
Now, some people might say, but James, I'm a beginner. How can I think in English when I barely know any words?
That's a fair question, and the answer is you start small. You don't need to think complex thoughts in English right away.
Start with simple things around you. Look at objects and think their English names. Chair, table, cup, phone.
Don't say the word in your language first. Just look and think the English word directly.
This trains your brain to make direct connections. You see a dog, you think dog, not your language word, then dog.
Let's talk about why people develop the translation habit in the first place. James, what do you think?
I think it's because that's how most people are taught. Textbooks often give you word lists with translations.
True, you learn apple equals whatever apple is in your language. You create a translation bridge in your brain.
And that bridge becomes automatic. Every time you want to say something, you cross that bridge first.
But we need to build a new pathway, a direct pathway from thought to English, no bridge.
So, how do we do that? Let's give some practical tips. Emma, what's the first step?
First step is visual learning. When you learn a new word, don't write the translation. Instead, find a picture.
So, if you're learning the word bicycle, look at a picture of a bicycle. Connect the image directly to the English word.
Your brain will remember that connection, image to English word. No translation needed.
This works especially well for concrete nouns, things you can see and touch.
What about abstract words like happiness or freedom? Those are harder to picture.
Good point. For abstract words, use English definitions. Read what the word means in simple English.
So instead of translating happiness, you read happiness means feeling very good and content.
Exactly. You're staying in English the whole time. Your brain builds English connections, not translation connections.
Another great tip is to describe things in English when you don't know the exact word.
Yes, let's say you forget the word spoon. Instead of translating, describe it. The thing you use to eat soup.
This keeps you thinking in English. You're working around the problem without leaving the language.
And honestly, native speakers do this too. Sometimes we forget words and describe them instead.
Right. It's a natural communication strategy, and it's much better than stopping to translate.
Now let's talk about thinking in English throughout your day. This is really powerful.
Yes, narrate your actions in English, like a documentary about your life.
So, when you wake up, think in English. I'm waking up. I'm stretching. I'm getting out of bed.
When you make breakfast, think, I'm making coffee. I'm toasting bread. I'm eating breakfast.
Keep the sentences simple. You're not writing poetry, just describing what you do.
This trains your brain to operate in English mode. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
What about when you're having conversations? That's when translation really slows people down.
True. In conversations, speed matters. You can't take forever to translate and respond.
The trick is to focus on meaning, not perfect translation. What's the message you want to communicate?
Say it simply in English. Don't search for fancy words. Use what you know.
If someone asks what you did yesterday and you went to a museum, just say, I went to a museum.
Don't translate a complex sentence from your language. Keep it direct and simple.
Simple English is still good English. Native speakers use simple sentences all the time.
Let's talk about reading in English. This is another way to build direct English thinking.
When you read in English, try not to translate every word. Focus on understanding the general meaning.
If you hit a word you don't know, try to guess from context. What makes sense here?
You don't need to understand every single word to get the message. That's okay.
The more you read without translating, the stronger your direct English comprehension becomes.
Same thing with listening. When you watch English videos or listen to podcasts, don't translate in your head.
Just listen and try to understand. Let the English wash over you.
At first, you might not catch everything. That's normal. Your brain is adjusting.
But over time, you'll notice you understand more without any translation effort.
Now, here's something important. What if you're in the middle of speaking and you get stuck?
This happens to everyone. You want to say something, but you can't find the words.
Don't panic and switch to translation mode. Instead, use simple English to express your idea differently.
Let's say you want to say disappointed, but you forgot the word.
You could say, I feel sad because something didn't happen the way I wanted.
That communicates the same feeling. Maybe not in one word, but the message is clear.
And you stayed in English the whole time. That's what matters.
Let's talk about vocabulary building without translation. James, how should people learn new words?
Learn words in context, not in isolation. Don't just memorize word lists with translations.
Read sentences that use the word. See how it works in real situations.
For example, instead of learning excited equals your language word, read sentences like, I'm excited about the party.
Or, she was excited to see her friends. You learn the word through usage, through meaning.
Your brain connects excited with the feeling and situation, not with another language.
Another great method is using English dictionaries instead of translation dictionaries.
Yes, when you look up a word, you read the definition in English.
This keeps you immersed in English. You're learning English through English.
At first, it might feel slower, but it's so much more effective in the long run.
Now, let's address a common worry. What if I make mistakes because I'm not translating carefully?
That's actually a good thing. Making mistakes means you're practicing, you're trying.
And mistakes are how you learn. When you say something wrong, you remember the correction better.
If you're always translating carefully, you speak very slowly, and you don't practice enough.
It's better to speak quickly with some mistakes than to speak perfectly but very slowly.
Fluency comes from practice and speed. Accuracy comes with time.
Let me share a story. I once had a student who translated everything, every single word.
That must have been slow.
So slow. Conversations were painful. I asked him to try 1 week without translation.
Just 1 week? What happened?
At first, he struggled. He made more mistakes, but he also spoke much faster.
And after that week?
At the end, he said it felt like a breakthrough. He could actually have conversations. He felt free.
That's the power of breaking the translation habit. You unlock fluency.
Now, let's give some practice ideas, things you can do today to start thinking in English.
First practice idea. Label things in your house with English words.
Put a note on your door that says door. On your window, put window. On your bed, put bed.
Every time you see these objects, you'll think the English word, direct connection.
Second practice idea. Change your phone and computer language to English.
This forces you to navigate in English every day. Settings, apps, everything.
You'll learn so much practical vocabulary, and you'll think in English without trying.
Third practice idea. Keep a simple English journal.
Every night, write 3 sentences about your day in English. Don't translate from your language.
Think directly about what happened and write it simply. Today, I worked. I ate pizza. I watched TV.
Simple sentences are perfect. You're training your brain to compose thoughts in English.
Fourth idea. Talk to yourself in English.
Yes, this might feel weird at first, but it's incredibly effective.
When you're alone, narrate what you're doing. I'm making tea. The water is hot. I'm adding sugar.
No one is listening, so there's no pressure. You can practice freely.
Fifth idea. Watch English content with English subtitles, not subtitles in your language.
This way, you're reading and hearing English at the same time.
Your brain makes connections between spoken and written English. No translation involved.
These 5 ideas are simple but powerful. Pick one and start today.
Remember, breaking the translation habit takes time. Be patient with yourself.
You've been translating for months or maybe years. Your brain needs time to build new pathways.
But every day you practice thinking in English, you get stronger.
Let's recap everything we talked about today.
First, translation slows you down and creates barriers to fluency.
Second, learn words through images and English definitions, not translations.
Third, narrate your daily actions in simple English.
Fourth, when you don't know a word, describe it in simple English instead of translating.
Fifth, read and listen in English without translating. Focus on general meaning.
Sixth, learn vocabulary in context through sentences, not word lists.
Seventh, don't fear mistakes. They're part of the learning process.
And finally, practice every day with simple activities like labeling objects and journaling.
Breaking the translation habit is one of the most important steps to fluency.
When you think directly in English, everything becomes easier. Speaking, listening, reading, writing.
You'll feel more confident. Conversations will flow naturally.
So start today. Pick one practice idea and commit to it.
Remember, you already know enough English to start thinking in English.
You don't need to wait until you're advanced. Start now with simple thoughts.
Thanks for joining us today on Easygoing Podcast.
If this episode helped you, please share it with other English learners.
And subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're here to support your English journey.
Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember that progress happens one step at a time.
See you in the next episode. Until then, think in English.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.